Thank you, Raphael. Wonderful. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you for flexibility. We had to maneuver very quickly because of the impending snowstorm, a few inches. We didn't know what to expect. Thank you for making time this evening to be with us. My name is Steve Vigiani. I'm the principal of Secaucus High School. We have several presenters with us this evening. We have Ms. Christina Wiswesser. She is our supervisor of guidance and electives. We have Ms. Allison Kniff, supervisor of humanities. Dylan Caruso, supervisor of STEM. And we also have several student presenters. They're all seniors. It's important for you to see the final product, right? So we have Nija Agarwal, Amaya Jennings, Cruce Bavsar, Daniel Furman, Anay Toulouse, Rafael Miguel, who was on the piano, Uma Edvani, and Jonas Abada. So we're going to give you a good amount of information this evening. Everything I talk about could be found on the website, okay? We're a very traditional high school, strong focus on academics, but we also offer a very good amount of extracurricular activities, clubs, and sports. It's growing. This year we added 2 sports. We added a boys volleyball team, and we added a girls flag football team. In addition to that, we have football, cross country, soccer, tennis, volleyball, cheerleading, marching band. Our girls basketball team has a state playoff game on Saturday, if you've been staying up to date on that. So we wish them the best of luck. They are playing for the state championship on Saturday. We have swimming, wrestling, indoor, track and field, softball, volleyball. Let's see, and I mentioned girls flag football. Again, all of this can be found on our website. We have 25 plus clubs. We added a few new clubs this year. Dance club is new, for example, and we have a competitive sports program, which is new this year. We also have 6 honor societies. The newest honor society. A great place to start would be going to our website and taking a look at our program of studies. Okay, I want to say we have mostly 8th grade parents and students here. Your children will begin the scheduling process March 20th? The end of March, okay? So currently we are scheduling our juniors, then we do sophomores, current freshmen, and then our 8th grade students. So recommendation would be to sit down with them, take a look at our program of studies. There's a ton of information on there. Another great place to begin would be looking at our student handbook, all right? Detailed information regarding everything that Secaucus High School has to offer. In addition to being a very unique, very classic high school, we're also unique in many ways. We have programs that just Secaucus High School offers, and we will discuss that this evening. 2 examples of that would be our dual enrollment program with St. Peter's University and our Discover program. So Nija is going to talk. This is towards the end. Remember this picture? We came back from Washington. We had a JSA trip in Washington, which was called our Winter Congress. So we took about 34 of our students to Washington, D.C. Nija will talk about that. She's the JSA president, so a little later on in the presentation, Nija will discuss that experience. So I'm going to pass this portion of the program off to Ms. Wiswesser, who is our supervisor of guidance and electives.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Christina Wiswesser. I'm the supervisor of the guidance department in the middle and the high school, as well as some of our elective departments. So I'm going to review what our guidance department has to offer and explain why we think that's unique and what our focus is each year in terms of planning for the future. Because obviously our guidance counselors play an important role in obviously choosing academic courses throughout your student's high school career, but also planning for what will happen after high school. So basically, I wanted to highlight on here, on our Secaucus highlights handout, some of our college acceptances, some of our students over the past, I would say, this probably includes the past 4 years or so. These are some of the colleges that our students have gotten accepted to. So you'll see a good amount of Ivy League schools. You'll see a array of different colleges, and these are all colleges that our students have either been accepted to or have actually attended, and we're very proud of that because we're very proud of our students. So, you know, that's for you to look at. These are obviously for you to take home and take a look at and keep. A little bit about our college application process and the support that we offer through that. We have a online program called Naviance that our students utilize. They are able to utilize that basically starting freshman year. We really introduce it during sophomore year when students are starting to think towards their future. It's a college, career, and interest prep tool. So students can log in and they can do interest inventories, and you know, as a sophomore in high school, lots of students don't know what they want to do after high school, and they don't know if they want to go to college, or even if they do know they want to go to college, they have no idea what they want to major in. So this is a tool that helps our students kind of narrow down some of their ideas and their interests. So they start with an interest inventory, they take some surveys and some quizzes, and it kind of highlights what their interests and their skills might be, and it points them in the right direction, and then it gives them ideas of colleges and careers that would be best suited for them. So they kind of start using this during sophomore year. They use it a little bit more in junior year and senior year. It's a big focus in their life. It's how they actually apply to college. It's how they have their guidance counselors send their transcripts and applications. So it's a great program that we have here at Secaucus High School that we're proud of, and our students utilize a great deal. So what we do to prep our students and parents in terms of college planning, we do have an introduction to college planning night, usually in the spring. We don't have a date for it yet this year, but we will obviously get that out to you for 9th and 10th grade parents. So this is just like a where to start. So I know once your students get into high school, you know, it might seem like, oh, we have 4 years, but those 4 years really fly by. So we want to make sure that starting as a 9th grader, students and parents know what they should be doing to plan for college or whatever they intend to do after high school. So we just give you some tips and ideas in terms of academic planning, resume building, volunteer work, just how to build a portfolio so that when we hit senior year and we're applying, we have a great resume for either college, employment, whatever you choose to do. We also have a junior college planning night, and this is a much more in-depth information session that we offer usually in December or January. This year we did it in January for junior parents, and we go through the entire college process, the college application process. What your options are, where do you start, how do you go about the process, when should you do it. We talk about SATs and ACTs and the NCAA and the applications and financial aid. It's very in-depth. So that's a very informative night that we encourage all of our junior parents and students to attend. I don't think I have this on here, but we also offer a financial aid night every fall, every September. We have a financial aid representative. It's generally a virtual event so that everyone can attend, and it's informative in terms of how to fill out the FAFSA and apply for financial aid each year. And then we have one-to-one junior college planning meetings. The guidance counselors meet with students one-to-one throughout their high school career. But once they hit that junior year, we really want to make sure that they sit down with them for an in-depth meeting and make sure that they're getting all their questions answered in terms of preparing for college, applying to college, where they're going, what they're doing, and all of that. So they really start their one-on-one time in junior year. And then throughout senior year, I mean, you can ask the seniors that are here. They see their guidance counselors probably at least weekly in terms of making sure that they're getting their applications out and their letters of recommendation and essays and things like that. The guidance department, along with the supervisors, also host an annual PSAT for all of our 9th and 10th graders every year. 9th, 10th, and 11th, I'm sorry. That's the PSAT and the NMSQT, which is a potential scholarship qualifying test. And we also offer an SAT school day administration in the fall for our seniors. So this is just a glimpse of some of the things that the guidance department has to offer for our students. So outside of the guidance department, this is just in addition to, something that's unique and relatively new to Secaucus High School is we participate in the New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy program, and not every high school participates in this program, and myself personally am very proud of this program, and each year we have more and more students graduating having earned a New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy. And basically what that means is that they have demonstrated proficiency in reading, writing, listening, and speaking in both the English language and another language, okay? Whether it was something that their native language or a language that they learned throughout their years in school. If they feel entering their senior year that they are proficient in a language, they sit down for this test for a very small fee of $25. They have to pass each section, and upon doing that, we send their information to the state, and the state certifies that they are indeed bilingual. And why is that important? Number one, they put that on their resume. It goes on their transcript. So applying to college, that's a great little, a nice little highlight for them. And it also helps in terms of employment, because I can tell you from first-hand experience, we've had people apply for jobs who say they're bilingual, they get hired, and they're not actually bilingual. So this is an actual certification from the state ensuring that they are proficient in that language. This year we have about 29 students who will graduate having earned their New Jersey State Seal of Biliteracy. And it's students who have demonstrated this in their native language, as well as students who have learned the language here at Secaucus Middle School and High School. So we're very proud of that program, and it's a great accolade for our students to have. This is just an overview of some of the languages that they can take the test in. There are actually 25 additional languages that they just came out with in an additional test. Generally, here at Secaucus High School, we have our students take, we have mostly Spanish test takers. We've had Italian, we've had Japanese, we've had Gujarati, we've had a good array, but these languages listed here are generally the languages that our students take it in, but if you don't see the language listed here, I can probably find a test in the language that you would like to take. So Mr. Vigiani had mentioned our Discover program. This is a new program this year that encapsulates a lot of our opportunities for students. He had mentioned dual enrollment, and we're very, very proud of this because this is an ever-growing program that we have here at Secaucus High School. Dual enrollment basically means that we have certified courses here at Secaucus High School that have been approved by St. Peter's University as college credit courses. They are taught by our teachers at Secaucus High School who have master's degrees or higher, and the course syllabus is equivalent to a college course at St. Peter's University. So as our students sit in these classes as part of their Secaucus High School schedule, they are earning credits at Secaucus High School, and if they choose to pay for the credits, they will also be earning St. Peter's University credits simultaneously. Now, the really nice thing about this is the credits are incredibly discounted. It's about $225 for a 3-credit course. That course at St. Peter's would probably be closer to $2,000. So it's a great way to save some money in terms of earning college credits before entering college. And we have about almost 20 dual enrollment eligible courses currently, and each year we're expanding that. So we've had students over the past couple of years graduate with 30 credits. So they've basically, they're basically saving a year's worth of college tuition, depending on where they're going and what the college accepts. Okay, so this is a program that we're very proud of. A lot of our AP courses are certified, but we also have elective courses that are certified as well. So in the Discover program, that's one aspect of it. We also have the opportunity for internship placements during senior year. So our Discover coordinator, who's not here tonight, but she's one of our high school guidance counselors, Mrs. Susano, she would meet with students who are interested in internship placements and interview them. There's an application process, and then she finds internship placements for the seniors during the second half of their day, generally senior year, and they would earn credits and obviously get valuable real-world experience during that time. We also have something called Senior Opportunity, and that's Similar-ish to internship, it's during senior year, it's in the second half of your day, but this is a little bit more of an open opportunity. We basically allow students who have met certain criteria in terms of their graduation requirements, their state testing requirements, appropriate attendance and behavior. We allow them to leave at a certain point of the day, and they can choose to get a job during that second half of the day. They can enroll in college credit courses, which we would help them do through St. Peter's or other colleges. They can volunteer, whatever they choose to do with that time. So a lot of our seniors take advantage of that because, you know, it's just extra time for them in their day if they've already met their graduation requirements, that they can, you know, get a job or start earning credits towards college. So the college credit opportunities kind of fall under that. We include online courses. We offer summer online courses through St. Peter's University for our students. Volunteer opportunities are provided by Mrs. Susano through this program as well. Employment opportunities, and this obviously all prepares our students for the real world readiness. So this is an exciting program. It encapsulates a lot of different options and opportunities. This was a recent field trip that our students went on to Hudson Regional through the Discover program, through the internship and senior opportunity group. Mrs. Susano arranged this, and we had 25 students who, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, who were able to tour the hospital. I went, and it was amazing. Did any of you guys go? Can any of you talk about that? Oh. None of them went, but it was pretty awesome. So, and obviously we're looking to expand those opportunities and those types of trips through the Discover program as well. Okay, I'm gonna turn this over to, is this you? Okay, to Mrs. Allison Kniff, our Supervisor of Humanities.
Good evening, everyone. So this slide is just to highlight what exactly we offer in terms of how many courses. And Mr. Crusoe and I are going to talk specifically within our departments what courses we offer. But we do offer a total of 18 AP, Advanced Placement courses. Summer Academy offerings both in the English department as well as in the Math department. And we have 27 honors levels courses that are, in addition to the core classes, there are some electives that are some honors level courses as well. Within the humanities department, it encapsulates the English, the history, and the art department. And listed on the slide, which this whole presentation will be posted on the website afterwards too, so we thought it was important to put all of the courses up. In the program of studies, you can see a description of every single one of these courses, of what the prerequisites are and what the course would entail. These starred courses are our core classes. So to graduate high school in the state of New Jersey, you have to have 20 credits of English, so your English 9, 10, 11, and 12. You have to have 3 years of history, including 2 of U.S. history. So you'll see those are starred. And you have to have some sort of an art course. So within our art department, we have art 1 through 4 for your general art, and it gets a little bit more specific and more difficult as you go on. And then we have specific courses within the art department. Graphic design, and next year we're offering package design, which talks about the advertising aspect of graphic design. We are offering ceramics, advanced ceramics, general sculpture, drawing, cartoon drawing, painting, fiber arts, which is knitting and crocheting and all things that are coming back and trendy all over again. Within the history department, besides our world civilization and our U.S. history and U.S. History 1, as a freshman, AP Human Geography is a sub for World Civ. So for the honors or the STEM level students, AP Human Geography can replace World Civilization. US 1 has a regular and an honors course as well as an AP history. Next year is our first year we're going to offer AP government and politics, which is an AP course that's open to almost all students who have taken US history, so juniors and seniors. And it's an AP course that's an elective. So for students that are looking for the AP courses but don't necessarily fit into the STEM track or can fit AP literature or something into their schedule, it's an elective, a one-period elective, that most students are open to take in junior or senior year. We have a number of half-year courses. So personal financial literacy, which Ms. Westwester will talk about again later, it's another graduation requirement, is a half-year course, a 2.5 credit course. So paired with that mandatory course, students can take another 2.5 course in any department in any area that they like. Those drawing and cartoon drawing and painting courses I talked about are half-year courses. We also have public speaking, creative writing, journalism in the English department that are half-year courses, as well as anthropology, comparative religions, modern global issues in the history department. So whatever area you may be interested in, your student, your child may be interested in, there is a course that they can take to pair with their mandatory personal finance class. The summer academy offerings that was on the last slide, in the English department, AP Language and Composition is an elective, but it can also sub for junior year English for students that take a summer junior year English. So if a student that is on the honors track, the AP track, between sophomore and junior year this summer, they can take a abbreviated course, English 11 honors over the summer, that allows them to then take AP Language in sub of their English their junior year. For students that doesn't work out for or have other summer plans, they can take AP Language in addition to their English 11 class or as an elective senior year. One of the other new courses that we are, oh, no, not a new course. Etymology, Shakespeareology, and Mythology is a course that is in our program of studies and ran a few years ago and hasn't run in the past few years. There really hasn't been much interest, but we're hoping to drum up some interest for that. That's another honors level elective that students can take. I think it's you now. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dylan Caruso, and I'm the 6 through 12 STEM supervisor. In addition to that, I'm also a girls and boys volleyball coach. You guys have to hold me accountable. If I forget anything with any of the STEM things, you guys got to tell me. So the first department, so STEM encapsulates our science, technology, engineering, and math departments. We have a bunch of STEM electives, AP level STEM-related courses, and an overall STEM academy that you may have heard of throughout your child's middle school experience. What I'm going to kind of focus on today are, like similar to Ms. Kniff, the courses that are required for our students to take prior to graduation, and then kind of talk a little bit more in depth about what these electives are. I'm a graduate of Secaucus High School. I was not in our STEM academy. However, I took a lot of these courses and ended up in this role, and it's something that I truly hold near and dear to my heart. So, mathematically speaking, Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2 are your basic courses that are required for graduation. However, we offer, as you can see up there, we offer a plethora of courses beyond that. We offer, what I'm very excited to introduce this year, is AP Pre-Calculus. A lot of our students, I would say about 60% of our students max out their mathematical course or track at Pre-Calculus, and weren't getting college credit for that. However, regardless of what major you decide in college, I would say about 95% of the students need pre-calculus. So College Board this year implemented a new AP pre-calculus course, which will allow our students to have an additional number of math credits going into their college, going onto their college track. In addition to that, we also have AP Calculus AB and AP Calculus BC. So the difference between those two is AP Calculus AB is like your freshman level college calculus course. AP Calculus BC is like your freshman and sophomore, Calculus 1 and Calculus 2. Not only are the enrollment in these courses both extremely high, the success rate that our students have on the AP exam, the scores are unbelievable. Ms. Z, I'm going to put you on the spot. What was your AP BC average last year? So her average was a 4.89 on the AP Calc BC test, when the highest score is a 5. So that speaks volumes for what our math department is doing. And then like Mr. Vigiani had mentioned earlier, yes, we have a lot of our, our fundamental math or our fundamental courses, but we also have Calculus 3, which is one of those classes that very, very, very few high schools, not only in the state but in the nation, truly offer. Calculus 3, I didn't take until I was a sophomore, or actually it was my first semester of junior year of college. And we have a couple of students right here who are currently enrolled in Calculus 3. And again, they are succeeding in that class. In addition to that, my baby is AP Statistics. A lot of students who want to go into the medical field need some level of statistical knowledge, and they can experience that through AP Stat. And then additionally, we have an engineering and an intro to college algebra. If your child knows math is not my thing, I do not want to study math in college, I have no intention of doing that, intro to college algebra is the perfect course to get them set up to be successful in their math courses once they get to that college level. And then engineering is a full year course that allows students to kind of get the insider info on what it takes to actually be an engineer. So that's our mathematics department. Additionally, we have an Algebra 1 and a Geometry Basic Skills lab. So that's if your student, and that is an opt-out program, if your student gets classified, whether it be their state testing, it could even be a recommendation from a parent, collaboration with the teacher. As a student that might need a little bit extra support in the math world, we can enroll them into a basic skills class to make sure that they have the opportunity and support to kind of get catch up to speed. Now, scientifically, we have physics. We are a district that does physics first, and we can thank Dr. Reiser for that. When she was the science supervisor, she had implemented physics first. A lot of schools, physics is not a requirement. However, when students go to apply to college, to have physics on their transcripts is very impressive. So almost every single one of our freshmen are taking physics their first year. We also offer an AP Physics 1 course for those students who are in a Science 8 honors as freshmen. Additionally, we have chemistry and biology, both of which are state requirements for graduation. Past those, we have zoology, comparative zoology. So it's kind of like the human anatomy, where you're learning about, the body, the human body, but this is on the animal level. So comparative zoology and human anatomy are two courses that are very similar. However, one just focuses on the anatomy of animals, one focuses on the anatomy of the human body. And then we also have AP Biology, AP Chemistry, which again are dually enrolled. Students have the option to take that AP exam at the end of the year. And then AP Physics C, and like Mr. Vigiani had said earlier, again, one of those classes that kind of goes beyond the typical high school is Waves in Modern Physics. Are any of you guys talking about waves? So we have somebody who's going to be talking, one of the students is going to be talking about waves and modern and what these classes actually entail. They will do a much better job than I explaining what's going on in waves and modern. And then within our STEM and computer science, something unique about Secaucus is we have three different STEM electives, all of which are half-year courses that can be taken independently of one another. So those three are engineering design, computer-aided design and 3D printing, and technical applications of STEM, and they all serve a different purpose. The technical applications of STEM gives your student pretty much like a broad overview. What is STEM? What are the different components of STEM? What can I do with a STEM degree? What can I do with STEM knowledge? While engineering design, engineering design is students using our technology, using the computer, using the 3D printer to actually go ahead, create something with engineering plans, learning about blueprints, and creating that. And then computer-aided design and 3D printing is getting to know that those machines. Computer science. So we have two different computer science courses, and I just want to quickly explain the difference between the two. So computer science principles is a course that essentially every single Secaucus High School student is eligible to take. The only requirement is that they have an Algebra 1 background. So if your student is going into Algebra 1 as a freshman, going into their sophomore year, if they are interested in computer programming, computer science principles, AP Computer Science Principles is the perfect class for them. in that class, they don't necessarily learn one specific language. They learn multiple computer science languages. They learn how to program, how to read the code, and to find errors in the code. So they are getting a very broad and general overview of what computer science is capable of doing. And then AP Computer Science A is where students are actually going in. They are learning a specific code. Is that Python? Python and AP Comp Sci? Java, that is Java based, and they are writing all codes directly in Java. We also have an Android app development that students can go ahead and they can legitimately create apps that you can download onto your phones. And then we also have an electronics, programming, and robotics course where students are able to, again, get that hands-on STEM experience. We have a bunch of clubs that have been extremely successful over the past few years, one of which is our robotics club, which I believe Ane will be speaking about, or Cruce will be speaking about later, that have not only been successful on a local scale, but have placed nationally. So outside of these specific courses, there are additional opportunities for your student to get involved within the STEM world within the walls of Secaucus High. I'm going to hand this back over to Ms. Wiswesser.
Hi, I'm back. Okay, so we've been focusing on our very academic courses, but we have a couple other departments. We have a culinary arts department that we are trying to expand as the years go on. We have a regular culinary arts introductory course that many of our students take and love because they get to eat. Who doesn't like that? We also have a Culinary Arts 2 World Baking course. So for students who are particularly interested in the culinary field, they are able to take a next level course. And this year, a course that we're very excited about is we're adding a cake decorating 2.5 credit half-year course for students interested in that field. In our business department, the first course there, Personal Financial Literacy, is a half-year course, and that is a state graduation requirement, so every student will take that course. We do have a Career in Financial Literacy course, which also fulfills that same requirement. And then these are some of the other options that we have for if you're interested in business. Intro to Business Economics, which is a half-year course. Intro to Microsoft Office, which is a half-year course. Advanced Microsoft is a full-year course, so if you've taken the intro, you can take the advanced, and that is a dual enrollment course. We have a digital marketing and social media course, advanced business principles, and AP macroeconomics, which obviously would have the intro to economics prerequisite. In world language, we offer 2 world languages here at Secaucus High School, Spanish and Italian. We offer levels 1 through 4, and we also have a 2-level Spanish for native speakers course. So if you are a native Spanish speaker, you can go right into the Spanish for native speakers course, which is obviously designed for those students. And then in our music department, we have a chorus and a band. These are kind of considered clubs, but also courses as well. So our students usually enroll in the courses and take it during their lunch, alternating days between their lunch and after school. And once they get to level 3 and level 4, they are considered honors level courses. So they would receive honors level weight for both chorus 3-4 and band 3-4. Okay, Mrs. Kniff is coming back, or do you want me to do it?
When did we meet with it? So last week or the week before? End of last week? Last week we met with every student from 8th through 11th grade to review the scheduling process. And we put the slide up so that you know exactly what the scheduling process looks like for your children, our students. So the program of studies is up already on the high school website through the academics tab, and you can peruse the entire program of studies. It goes through every single course that Mr. Caruso, Ms. Wiswesser, and I have discussed. It talks about the prerequisites for every course, what it takes to get into an AP course. It talks about the grade point average, the conversion, everything that you can think of that has anything to do with academics is in the program of studies. So we encourage you and your children to look through the program of studies and to see exactly what path you would like to take throughout your high school career. The core teachers, so your English teacher, your science teacher, and your math teachers, do a student placement of what level the student is recommended for based on their performance in their class. The guidance counselors, as well as the other supervisors, and I look through those recommendations and make sure the students meet the prerequisites for any AP or honors course recommendations that are given. Then individually scheduling meetings happen with the guidance counselors throughout the month of March. So right now, the rising seniors, your current juniors, are meeting with their guidance counselor, and each week is a different grade, bringing us to the week of March 20th with the 8th graders. So that week of March is when our 8th grade students meet with their high school guidance counselor and sit down and talk about what their future plans are, what they want their high school career to look like. Exactly the conversations that you've had at home, they'll have with their guidance counselor. They will come up with an idea of what courses they would like to take next year, and then a letter is sent home at the end of the scheduling process to you, the parents, with these are the courses that your student has recommended for and has chosen as their electives, and if you would like to make any kind of changes or like to discuss anything with the student's guidance counselor, the child's guidance counselor, at that time it has some directions and information on that letter. So that way everyone is aware of exactly what courses are going to be requested for next year. Based on those requests and student enrollment and things like that, then a general schedule is made, or the master schedule is made. Sometimes courses don't run. Sometimes there's a low enrollment, a low request. Sometimes it doesn't make sense in our schedule and the courses don't run. So that's why when your child meets with their guidance counselor, they will come up with their first choice for their elective, as well as the second and third choice, in case those courses don't run or it's not open. Some courses are only open to seniors. Once they're filled, the freshmen are out of luck until they're seniors, things like that. And then final student schedules are completed at some point over the summer. You will get them through the portal. So through the real-time student portal, parent portal, your child's final schedule will be in there. And then in September, when we come back, there is a week and a half of an add drop period. So based on the schedule that was made, the actual schedule that your child will be taking, if there is a course that they don't want to take or they change their mind at some point over the summer, things changed, there is an add drop period where they can change out those electives. So that's what the procedure looks like. Students? You want to introduce them? You want to start? Yeah?
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Cruce. I'm a senior at Secaucus High School. And today I just wanted to highlight the difference. There's going to be a big difference when your child is going to be transitioning from middle school to high school. And one of these differences is the importance of grades. So when you get into high school, your grades matter a lot more because they're used to calculate GPA, which is then sent to colleges, and they use that to, to see how well your student can fit into their college. So it's very important that your student maintains a good grade. So in order to ensure that everyone is doing their best academically, our high school offers completely free and high quality tutoring to any student and in any subject as well. So we recently set up a website in which students can log on and connect with any tutor, any credible tutor that's from any of our honor societies. And they can filter through different subjects like math. Let's say I want to be tutored in macroeconomics, so I can search for a tutor in that subject, and I could sign up and meet with them on a scheduled time. So that's very convenient for many of our students, and it's working out pretty well. We have a lot of students that have already signed up. And this is actually managed mostly by all of our honor societies. So just speaking of honor societies, some of our honor societies are the National Honor Society, and then we have the National English Honor Society, which is, self-explanatory, it's more of English, and we teach, we tutor in English as well. And then we also have Mu Alpha Theta, which is for math. This is a math honor society. And then we have the Science National Honor Society, which is for science, and we compete in science Olympiads and so on and so forth. Also with Mu Alpha Theta, we compete in lots of math competitions, which is very interesting, and students can win awards and stuff in their math competitions. Another one we have is Foreign Language Honor Society, which is if you've taken, I believe, 3 or more years of a foreign language and you have a high enough GPA, you can be a part of the Foreign Language Honor Society. And then, am I missing one? American Technology Honor Society, which is more of people who are more technology oriented. So, and you have to maintain a high GPA, you can be a part of that as well. So, yeah.
I just say Cruchet is being humble. He's the one who created the website.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amaya Jennings, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the clubs offered here at Secaucus High School, which is our SGO, or our Student Government Organization. This year, I am the co-president of our executive board, which I'm very proud and honored to be a part of, and it's been an amazing experience becoming part of such a well-knit community within our high school. So what student government really is a bridge between students and our administration and our staff. So any ideas, concerns, or questions that students are bringing to us about the school or about teachers, about courses, about activities, we can transfer those ideas to higher ups and hopefully create a change or bring ideas that weren't really there before. And another part of SGO that I really appreciated was the morale, and that's really important in high school. There are many fun electives that we get to participate in during academic courses, but then we also have our events, like our pep rallies, Spirit Week, which is a week where all the grades come together and they show their support for their school. Within that, we also have fundraisers that raise money for local organizations, even larger organizations than that. And it's been an amazing experience to have students come together, which is a large goal of SGO, bringing together all the grades, not just separating us by 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, but making friends and memories with people outside of your academic relations and extracurricular relations. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm really glad that I've met all these people that have showed me leadership skills that I will carry on with me even beyond high school. And yeah, I think that's just about it about SGO.
Good evening. My name is Naja Agarwal, and I'm a senior. I've currently got acceptances from 4 Rutgers schools, and I'm awaiting more at the end of March. I'd like to talk about 2 things this evening. First, being in reference to the seal of biliteracy. I myself am not a native Spanish speaker, but I've taken 4 years of Spanish in this school. Earlier this year, I was given the opportunity to take the stamp biliteracy exam, and I received my seal of biliteracy, which will be showing up on my transcript at the end of this year. I find that it's been particularly useful, especially because I'm applying to a lot of colleges that have a strong emphasis on knowing multiple languages, and which can also be used in opportunities to go abroad and to interact with communities that may use a different language other than English. The next thing that I wanted to discuss is something that's particularly meaningful to me throughout my high school experience, and that's the organizations I've been a part of. I'm currently the chapter president of the Junior State of America. Junior State of America is a debate-focused club that tries to allow students to improve their public speaking abilities and to also learn more about the world around them. What we try to do is incorporate debate into every meeting, from talking about Android versus iPhone all the way to, let's say, economic inequality. We discuss a variety of things to try to get you to understand more about the world around you outside of your school community. One of the biggest things that we try to do in a year is to attend Winter Congress in Washington, D.C. The images that you saw earlier were from our trip earlier this year. It's an opportunity when we get to interact with students from across the U.S. and be able to debate on student-written bills. I find that this event is one of the most important, not only to JSAers, but also to our school in total, because it's a show of what we've been learning throughout the year, and it also gives us an opportunity to really test out our skills. We've had guest speakers the like of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and much more. Outside of those meetings, we try to also stray away from debate to have fun with the community around us. We host things such as the Candidates Forum for Secaucus Board of Education candidates to discuss their platforms and respond to student-based questions, and also our Battle of the Classes, which is a trivia night for the rest of the school from grades 9th to 12th. Another club that I'm in is called Knowledge Action Impact, also known as CHI. I'm currently the head of the Advocacy Committee. The main way that I try to describe Kai is having fun while making a difference. We try to change the way that substance abuse education is approached, not only in this school, but in the middle school and in high tech, through improving policies, through talking about the way that we think of substance abuse, and also through informing other people. We try to incorporate a lot of fun events, such as letting members go to the movies, we start campaigns, do presentations for middle school students, and right now we're focusing on changing the way that the middle school is approaching substance abuse prevention. I'm especially grateful to be a part of all of these organizations because they've allowed me to become closer to my community and have also allowed me to shape my leadership capabilities. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Daniel Furman, and I'm going to be talking about athletics. I'm very fortunate to have committed to continue my athletic and academic career for swimming at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York. Athletics allows you to build community, meet friends from all ages, freshman to senior year. We have junior varsity and varsity sports, where you meet a bunch of people, and then the main focus on sports is obviously being a student athlete. You get to be social, you get to have fun, you get to stay in shape, and from basically the summer all until the end of the year, we have over 20 sports, and many of our student athletes, I think we have roughly 6 who have committed to continue their academic careers in college for sports. Overall, mainly sports just allow you to build community. I am very fortunate. I've been swimming for 9 years. So I made a family with my swim teammates. I swim for the high school team. I've been captain since sophomore year, and I'm also on the club swim team, Jersey Flyers. We're not associated with the school, but we also have many kids in the high school who are also on the swim team. And it just allows you to build a second family along with your classmates and overall expand and grow as a human being. But also, while you're being an athlete, you also have to focus on grades and be the best student athlete that you can be, because student always comes first. You can be the greatest athlete of all time, but you are a student first, and that is what many of my classmates are focusing on. If you are the best student that you can be, you will be the best athlete that you can be, and then you will achieve overall and be the best person that you can be. Thank you.
It's my turn. Hello, everyone. My name is Rafael Miguel. I'm here to talk about all the musical clubs and experiences that your child can have at the school. There is the chorus and the band, which are the natural progression like clubs for the middle school, right? They have both a winter concert right on the stage and a spring concert separate for each club, right? They also have a more advanced, more select groups, the jazz band, which requires auditions, and also the select chorus, which requires auditions. Besides that, there's also the drama club, which has a fall play around middle of December, which is not actually fall. Wait, is that fall? The drama club performs 2 times for the fall play, and there's also the spring musical where we perform 3 times at the end of this March. You might ask yourself, why would I want my kid to be in those musical programs? Well, first, it's a huge group environment, and you form bonds that you can't really do in strict classes, right? And you're also, imagine seeing your child on that stage performing, right? It's an experience, and you love to see your child achieve those things, you know? Anything else I gotta say? I don't think so. By request of my teachers, I'm gonna sing a song, a little snippet from the musical that we have at the end of March. If you'd like to come, please. We need the money. Okay. I don't want to use the mic. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. Cheers to a show that's so inspiring. It's almost too much to sit through. And if we run, that might mean one more thing, that in 10 years or so we'll be on Broadway too. I can predict what the reviews will say before the next notice arrives. It's groundbreaking, earth-shaking, life-affirming, breathtaking, gut-wrenching, heart-aching, into words it's history-making. Every actor strives for adulation and compensation that comes from nightly changing life. Hopefully that doesn't happen during the actual musical.
Hi everyone, my name's Anay Talou. I'll be attending Duke University this August, and while I can't sing, I'm going to talk to you guys about the college admissions process. I know as a student, going through the college admissions process kind of seemed a little bit daunting at first, especially when I was a freshman. And I really knew nothing about the process, and I know on behalf of my parents, they can say that it really wasn't the easiest to navigate starting senior year. So my first piece of advice to you as parents would be to kind of get involved in the college admissions process as early as you can and get yourself familiarized with some of the nuances that are, part of it. So, writing your essays or choosing or helping your child choose courses throughout high school. And kind of going off of that, another big piece of advice I would probably give is encourage your child to explore new interests and kind of see what they want their career after college to be, so they can choose their schedules accordingly in high school, and as a result kind of tailor their extracurriculars to what they want to do in terms of their career. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hi guys, my name is Uma Advani. If you guys know my mom, she's Preeti Advani. She's known everywhere from town. I don't know if you know her. So I'm going to be talking about the internship program, which I'm actually a part of. So the high school offers us seniors an opportunity to intern at places that revolves around many different majors, such as if you want to go into business, if you want to go into environmental science, if you guys want to go into education. If you guys do want to go into education, you can reach out to me, because that's where I'm going into. So some standards that you have to be to go into the internship program is that you have to have a high enough testing score, and you'll have to interview with Ms. Susanna, like Ms. Westwasser said before, and you'd also have to have enough college credits to go into the internship itself. So if you are an internship student, what you would potentially do is that you would go into school for your 4 required classes. At lunch, you would sign out and then leave. So either your parents could drop you off to your internship location, or you yourself could drive there if you guys get your license. So you guys should be excited for that. As long as you're there by 11:30, you guys are good to go on that. So I intern at Clarendon Elementary School because I'm going into elementary education in my future. So some of the tasks that I do is that I help them with their morning papers, I grade their worksheets, I help them out during lunch, help them with whatever they need, form bonds with them, which is kind of cool. And, yeah, so basically over the past 6 months, I've formed bonds with them, which I would not trade for literally anything. Let's see. The past 6 months, I don't regret anything. I didn't even know about the internship program, if I'm being completely honest. My mom brought it up to me. She was like, hey, there's an internship program. I was like, yeah, whatever. But I don't have any regrets into looking into it, because I've made bonds that I wouldn't want to trade for anything in the world. So that's kind of nice. Some colleges that I applied to are Montclair State University, which is popular for education, William Patterson, Rowan, and Ramapo College of New Jersey. And I got accepted into all of them with scholarships as well. In the fall of 2023, I will be attending Ramapo College of New Jersey, where I've been selected to be in their 4+1 bachelor's and master's program in majoring in elementary education and special education. And I don't think this would have been possible without this internship experience, because it's taught me numerous things, such as what teachers do every day and how you can't even feel your legs. Because yesterday I was door decorating at Clarendon for a few hours for Dr. Seuss Week, which is this week if you guys didn't know. And I don't think I would have gotten into where I'm going to be in the fall of 2023 without this experience. So if you guys are going into any majors, you guys want to look into the internship program, you're not going to regret it. So.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Thank you. I am Yunus Abada, or Yunus Abeda, and I'd like to talk to you guys about the things that we haven't talked about. Now, not every student is the same. Not every child is the same. So, me personally, I didn't get accepted into STEM Academy. I didn't get accepted into high tech. So I took my chances. Let's go to Secaucus High School. And I think it's one of the best decisions that I've personally made. Now, not every student learns the same. Not everybody would like to take these honor classes or these AP classes. It's completely fine. I know personally I didn't like taking my honors math classes until I fully developed into it into my sophomore year, where I was able to keep up and learn the topics that I needed to. Now, the way that our program of studies is structured is that your student can succeed without these STEM Academy or honors programs. It's set up with what we talked about before, our PFL and our basic classes that you can use outside of high school. And it's a very nice thing. It gives me the backing and stuff that I can use. Now I know I help my parents with my accounting through my PFL stuff. I can help my mom cook through my culinary, which is horrifying. I don't know how you people cook. It's so scary. And it's just a very fun thing. Throughout that, my athletics, I'm a 3-sport athlete. I do cross country, track and field, and indoor track and field, and I have multiple offers to go to these Division I schools and compete, thankfully. I'm very proud of it, I know. And majority, yeah. I like to say our faculty and staff here is something that I don't think you see at these very giant 1,000+ student schools. And it's honestly, they're family to me. And I know it sounds very corny and cliche, how these teachers are supposed to be your best friends and everything, but you don't always see that in other schools. You have these very close to us, Beckton Regional, over 1,000 people, like kids, like high schools and stuff. Not every student gets that opportunity with their counselors, with their administration, everything. Thankfully, our student and faculty and staff are all very friendly. I have amazing relationships with my students, my fellow peers, and especially my teachers and my counselors. Not many people can say that they're very close with their principals and administration, and I think it's a thing that is very specific to us. All our teachers are always there for our problems outside of school too. Not every teacher is a robot working just for your academic needs. They're there for your emotional support. And I think that's one thing that our students and definitely our staff excel at and make you very comfortable and at home. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody here for coming. If you have any questions, please don't feel scared to come and talk to any of our students or administration. And I took it upon myself, I apologize. And I'd like to take a nice thank you for everyone showing up. Please don't feel any problems asking questions. Anything else can be found in our program of studies and our student handbook. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Good job, Jonas. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you, everyone. I took my closing remarks away, so I don't have to say anything else. I do want to thank everyone for attending. I want to thank our students for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here tonight. I want to thank Mrs. Z, one of our wonderful teachers, and Mrs. Bachagalupa, one of our wonderful guidance counselors, for help setting this evening up tonight. Also, our acting superintendent, Dr. Reiser, for all of her support, and the support of Mrs. Amanda Wargaki, our assistant principal. Please, we gave you a lot of information tonight. Take some time to digest that. This will be up on our website. If you see something that you need clarification on, do not hesitate. Email any one of us, and we will get right back to you. If you want to schedule a meeting with us, we will do that as quickly as we can. Okay? High school is very, very busy. You'll see students walking in at 7 o'clock in the morning, leaving at sometimes 9 or after that, 9 o'clock at night. Having said that, we have our Raphael and the school musical. They have rehearsal tonight at 7 o'clock. So, and Raphael has flyers. We are going to just walk right out into the upper PAC Center. We're going to stay behind. If anyone has any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. Once again, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us.